Greetings and thank you for joining us in our first and hopefully last virtual concert. The last year has brought many ups and downs and in between, but through it all, music has remained constant. The concert you are about to view was by no means an easy feat or creation, but I hope you take pride in the art that we were able to produce. This year's theme holds a deep sentiment to me, and I'm sure many of you as well. Although we are dealing with this global pandemic that has been affecting our daily lives for over a year now, we have also been dealing with so many social injustices. To help my students and me deal with these issues, we have had conversations and lessons, creating a safe space for them to express themselves and heal. All of the songs that you are about to hear in this concert will relate in some shape, form, or fashion to dealing with these injustices. We are lending our voices to do our part to acknowledge and heal what has been going on. Please sit back, relax, and feel free to sing along as Memorial and Brush Choral students presents this year's 2020 to 2021 concert, Singing for Justice. Released in 2015 on Audra Day's debut album, Cheers to the Fall, our first song of the concert is Rise Up. Audra wrote this song as a prayer and thought about what she needed to hear to be able to get back on her feet. However, this empowerment anthem has been adopted by the Black Lives Matter movement as their unofficial anthem. This song reminds you that no matter what is happening or where you currently are, you will continue to rise. Please enjoy MJHS 7th and 8th grade choirs singing Rise Up, arranged by Mac Huff with solo by 7th grader Amaya Burley.
You're broken down and tired of a living life but a merry-go-round, and you can find love right there, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Ooh, mountains, we gon' walk it out. Mountains, and I'll rise up like today. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. When the silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the words to its feet. And I'll rise up like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. there's times again. Rise up, I like the waves will rise up, in spite of the anger, rise up, and build a thousand times again. For you, I will rise, I will rise, I will rise for you, I will rise for you.
Written by Jay Althouse, our next song reminds us that change is not only possible but on the horizon. Change may not happen as fast as we would like it to, but it will happen slowly and steady, just like the beat of a drum, as long as we keep having faith, hope, and letting our light shine no matter how dark things may seem. I hope you enjoy once again MJHS Combined 8th and 7th Grade Choir singing Like the Beat of a Drum. The song Gospel Plow, also known as Hold On or Keep Your Hand on the Plow, is a traditional African American spiritual. The African American spiritual constitutes one of the largest and most significant forms of folk song in America. Spirituals allowed slaves to express their hopes, fears, and sorrows. The next song, Hold On, is a song of hope. Keep working, hold on, and we will get there. I now introduce you to the members of this year's 8th grade choir singing Hold On, arranged by Earlene Rentz.
When you plow, don't lose your track. Can't plow straight, keep looking back. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
While the next song is considered a graduation song, I chose it for our 7th grade chorus to remind them to never stop dreaming, no matter what the world around them seems like. The simple words, "This is our world, this is our time," gives them the power to take ownership of the world they live in and remind them that they have the power to be the change they want to see in the world. Here is this year's 7th grade chorus singing "We Won't Stop Dreaming" by Pink Zebra.
Here we are, living in the moment. Here we are, dreaming in the open. Look around, isn't this a new day? Make a move, doing things a new way. A new way. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. And this is our place, in the human race. And we won't stop dreaming, no, we won't stop dreaming. Look ahead, we can see forever. You and me doing it together. Light it up, we can be a million stars. Look at us, don't you see we come so far? Yeah, we come so far. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. And this is our place, in the human race. And we won't stop dreaming, and we won't stop dreaming. 'Standing at the crossroads, feeling how the wind blows, we can soar above the clouds. Every moment is a heartbeat, every breath feels so sweet. Who said it would have us now? 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. And this is our place, in the human race. And we won't stop dreaming, no, we won't stop dreaming. This is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. And this is our place, in the human race. And we won't stop dreaming, no, we won't stop dreaming. We won't stop dreaming.
Written by Cynthia Erivo and Joshua Campbell, Stand Up is the lead single from the soundtrack Harriet, the 2019 biopic about Harriet Tubman. The song was described by Rolling Stone's Josh Blistein as a slow-burning gospel-tinged ballad. Erivo describes the song as a thank you to Harriet, an expression of hope, strength, and inspiration to do good for one another. The song's lyrics also makes use of Tubman's last words before her death in 1913, "I go to prepare a place for you." Please enjoy Brianna Rogers, Bethany Brock, Alex Correa, and Cyrus Lampkin from Chorale singing "Stand Up" from Harriet, arranged by Mac Huff.
I've been walking, my face turned to the sand. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my
Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards our separating line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I got a made up mind, and I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight with the strength that I've got until I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone, and I just might fail, but Lord knows I try. Sure as stars fill up the sky. Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Do you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you.
This next song was released in 1971 by the former Beatle, John Lennon. The lyrics encourage listeners to imagine a world at peace without the barriers of borders or the divisions of religion and nationality. The song itself explores how positive thinking can make political change. If you imagine a new world, you can help achieve it. I present this year's chorale members singing Imagine, arranged by Kirby Shaw.
Imagine there's no heaven.
It's easy if you try. No,
Only the
Voting is a basic and expected right when you become a U.S. citizen. Women, however, were denied that right for a long time. It wasn't until 1920 when the newly ratified 19th Amendment of the Constitution prohibited states from denying the right to vote based on sex. This was made possible by decades of suffragist persistence as women around the world worked for broad-based economic and political equality for social reforms. The lyrics of the next song, Courage Calls to Courage, are based on the writings and speeches of several important women leaders, including Millicent Fawcett, a British activist, and a December 1871 letter to Congress written by and signed by Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Susan B. Anthony, and others in support of women's suffrage. Here are the singers of Concert Choir performing Courage Calls to Courage, words and music by Emily Crocker, with lyrics based on writings of suffragettes.
Courage calls to courage. Courage calls to courage. Courage calls to courage. Oh, every day, every day. Courage, 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 courage.
Before the final song of the concert, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge some top performers of this school year. Each choir will be awarded a person of a top performer, most improved, newcomer award, and finally the choir of the year. Congratulations to all the winners.
Over the past 2 years, I've had the pleasure and privilege of getting to know 4 wonderful young ladies. They will be graduating from Brush High School as part of the class of 2021. So it is with great pleasure that I like to introduce to you these 4 ladies and send them off with a great thank you and congratulations from me and their families.
The final song of our concert is a mashup of two powerful songs, one of which has quite an interesting history. Lean on Me reminds us that no matter how we feel, we are not alone in this world. Sometimes all we need to do is ask for help. This song, tied with We Shall Overcome, made this piece one of my absolute favorites of the program this year. We Shall Overcome is not considered a marching song. It is not necessarily defiant. It is simply a promise. We shall overcome someday. The hope that is sung in this song made it easily adaptable song for the civil rights movement. During the original March on Washington, the entire crowd began to sing this song. I feel ending the concert with this collaboration between my high school vocal ensembles is a great way to close our Singing for Justice Spring 2021 concert. Without further ado, I present the BHS Vocal Ensemble singing Lean on Me with We Shall Overcome, arranged by Mark Hayes with a duet by sophomore Alex Correa and junior Brianna Rogers.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Sometimes in life we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me, we are strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll be your carry on, for it won't be long till we're gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride and have faith till you leave tomorrow, for no one can fill those are your needs that you will
You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load. If you
Thank you for traveling on this journey with us. I hope you not only enjoyed our concert, but learned something new or feel some type of hope or encouragement for the future. I would like to give a standing ovation to all of our student performers and families who allowed me into your homes this year to keep the art of singing going. If you did not see your child in the video, it's not because I didn't want them in the concert, I just did not receive their video in time to include it. I also have to give a huge and special thank you to our accompanist, Ryan Miles, for making our piano and click tracks. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the support of Dr. Reed and SEL Board of Education, MJHS principals and assistant principals, Mr. Williamson for coming up with this idea and encouraging me to take on this challenge, and of course the entire SEL music department, especially Mr. Shamp and Ms. Barrick. Thank you so much for being there for me. Also, I would be remiss not to mention all the technology that was used to make this possible, which includes easyvirtualchoir.com, video editing software WeVideo, Lyric Video Maker Veed, and of course, Mr. Zachariah and his AV students for putting all of the videos together. After doing so much editing myself, I will never take you or your students for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and see you next year.